Imagine being such a terrible writer that you turn in an essay like this for a college course in your junior year. And you get an F because that's what you deserve. But instead of taking your just desserts, you use that to launch a campaign to try to get the instructor of that class fired. This is exactly what Samantha Fulnecki did at the University of Oklahoma. The instructor for this class was a trans woman, and Samantha wrote, "God made male and female and made us differently from each other on purpose and for a purpose." She went on to write, "Women naturally want to do womanly things because God created us with those womanly desires in our hearts." So never mind that I don't know what any of that means, right? But this reminds me a little bit of that excerpt from Olivia Nuzzi's book. I don't know if anyone's read it, but where she talks about desire and desiring desire, and it's really silly. I'll pop it on the screen here, but I bring that up not as a compliment. Later in the essay, Samantha writes, "Society pushing the lie that there are multiple genders and everyone should be whatever they want to be is demonic." This is the feedback from the instructor, who explains why this essay received such a poor grade. She writes, "I'm not deducting points because you have certain beliefs, but I'm deducting points for you posting a reaction paper that does not answer the questions for this assignment. It contradicts itself. It heavily uses personal ideology over empirical evidence in a scientific class, and is at times offensive. There's no evidence, there are no citations, there are no quotes, there are only the student's beliefs," which, as the instructor says, has a place, but that's not what this assignment was asking for. The instructor further goes on to explain that calling an entire group of people demonic is inappropriate, and that whatever assertions the student is making need to be supported by evidence. The student is entitled to have whatever beliefs the student wants to have, but in this essay, those beliefs, if she's going to argue them, need to be supported by empirical evidence. And that was clearly lacking in this essay. The student filed a complaint with the university, and the university, rather than being concerned that a student was, I don't know, turning in such poor quality work or calling her instructor demonic, instead was concerned about the harm that might come to the student from having received a poor grade. They then say they're going to put the instructor on leave and have someone else teach the class, under the guise that somehow her religious freedom has been infringed upon by getting a bad grade for writing a bad essay. In the meantime, the student's mother is amplifying transphobic posts on Twitter and defending this terrible, terrible writing. This is the third time in recent months an instructor has been removed from their duties due to complaints from a student about their teaching. The first was at Texas A&M, where an instructor was fired for teaching about gender. The second was at Indiana University, where an instructor